drying oven. Just to give you a brief idea, like making a roll form for the label stock or the tapes, you start with the roll unwinding, and then go through the roll to roll. Then you have to dry through the drying oven. That drying oven you could have anywhere from 10 foot to 200, 300 foot. So if you want to, let's say, if you want to make only 20 foot or 30 foot of this product roll to roll, you can always stop the machine and then reuse it. But in that, whatever you have left over inside the oven, that could be a waste.
Understood. Could you, if you don't mind, we're just going to mute for a second so we can discuss the direction of how we'd like to take this conversation with respect to our application, and we'll get back in just a short time.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, sorry about that, Jay, but I think we're going to focus a little bit more on our specific application.
Sure.
Yeah, so our application involves polyethylene film. It's thin film. It's under a mill. We're running a continuous operation at high speed. And when I say high speed, I'm talking in excess of triple digits feet per minute.
I'm sorry. When you say polyethylene film, how thick is the polyethylene film thickness?
Up to a mil. Anywhere between, let's say, a half a mil and 1 mil.
Okay.
And we do have control on tension. We don't necessarily have control on lay flat. Ideally we would, but it's just the nuances of the process. And we don't, and we see this as a very discrete application where we would be trying to apply a narrow strip of adhesive in either a continuous or an intermittent fashion. That really depends on the product design the final product design. We don't know what that is yet, but we'd like to explore both continuous and intermittent operation. But we're concerned about curing. For instance, we don't have room for a 24-foot oven or something like that. We almost need something that would, potentially, we don't know a lot about pressure-sensitive adhesives and what's available out there, but I mean, we'd like something that almost be transparent in our process, but evident in the product later, after the product is sat for 24 hours or something like that.
And the only other piece, Jay, like very small, is we talk about the width of our web. The width of the application of interest for us is probably in the range of a ½ inch to a couple inches. So like pretty focused in terms of the width in the MD direction, the width in the CD direction, right?
Yeah. Okay.
We're not covering a full web. We're covering a very small section of the web, which may help too.
Okay. If I understood right, you're trying to coat the narrow film from a wide film. You start with a wider film, and then you coat this adhesive, sprayable adhesive, I guess, about half an inch on